a call in the meantime, but I wanted to weather. Put weather.com into your computer and you can find out anything. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, I depend on you for that because you're always on top of the weather. So I really don't go searching for it unless I'm watching TV 20. And then, TV 20, Gainesville, WCJB is great for keeping me up on stuff like that.
All right, let's see what the weather man says on TV 20. I mean, what is this called? This is called the Weather Channel. Okay. So I am doing my best. A storm system will push into the central and southern U.S. late this week. Well, not this part of the southern U.S. An outbreak of severe storms is possible in the South Friday and Saturday. When they say the South, I think they mean Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Florida is out of that mix for some reason. Okay. And then, let's see, up in the, hold on. They put a pretty girl in the way. Hold on. Got to get back to the thing. So cold temperatures where you expect that they would be. Yeah, most of the rain is in Alabama, Tennessee, and Mississippi and Georgia. And then the cold temperatures are Little Rock up, and then north from there, it's like up into your old neck of the woods, up in Wisconsin. So a lot of look where the line goes. It goes right through Ocala.
Wow!
So what I mean?
Isn't that something?
So we have really nice weather here. Yeah, you did a good job coming here. If you pick this as your destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere from here south looks like it's going to be pretty good. And I thought I saw something about a strong jet plunge, severe weather set up for jet stream bringing cold weather into Nebraska, Ohio. What is that? Iowa, Wisconsin,
Yep.
Kansas. I see all those states up there. Minnesota, yeah. Did I say Wisconsin? I meant Wisconsin. I can say all the states in alphabetical order, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All right, let's see. Galen Unold usually calls in at this time. He has not called in yet, so on his behalf, let's do what he calls in to do, which is to remind us that there is, on an everyday basis, a need in the hospitals for blood. Human blood.
Exactly.
There is a need for that blood. As you all know, the only way you get that blood is by humans saying, I'm going to donate some of mine.
That's right.
It takes about a half hour to do this whole thing, well, maybe a little bit longer if you have to wait for an available place. But usually you don't, because you know what? The sad truth is most people don't donate. So if you happen to be on the bus when it's crowded, you're witnessing something unique.
Exactly.
Or rare, because we've gone on the bus many times. I have had to wait on the bus. I'm not saying I never have. But there's a lot of times I just go on the bus. There's like 3 or 4 spots open. They'll take me right away, and then they'll get the blood, and then they'll move on.
Yeah, exactly. And
so if you can donate blood, just do that. That's the whole message. Hey, and Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring, make that announcement possible. I know it doesn't seem like it when you're listening to your radio, but it does cost money to do radio broadcasting. And that's why we have sponsors. And so what they get in return for sponsorship is us talking about them. And the peculiar circumstance that I presented a long time ago to the boss, which was a different boss than the boss now, but I don't want to advertise something I don't think is good.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do that. So I know I put myself on the line by doing that. And I've only really had to back out of one advertiser once. It was only one, really.
Yeah.
Now, there are some that I question that I just don't know enough about. But there was one I thought, there's no way. But anyway, I do like these 2 advertisers. Penn Flooring, it's easy to like them. I mean, my gosh, the flooring in WOCA was put in by them. It's durable. It cleans up nice, except for the spot under me, which I don't know what I did. But it's need a heavy-duty cleaning guy to get whatever mess I dropped on this rug. But yeah, they do a really good job. They have some really good samples over there at the showroom. So if you get a chance, go to Penn Flooring. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. They sponsor this segment, and they will do you right. They are professionals. They know how to put it in and put the flooring down, I should say.
And they're really nice. I've been there, and they are really nice.
You're on the market.
They help you the whole time.
And they'll also pull up your old flooring, by the way.
Yes, they will.
In case you were wondering.
They'll pull it up, and they'll treat it for the new parts, so you don't have to do anything but pick it out.
And pay the money.
That's right. You have to
pay the money. Come on now. Yeah. Don't forget that part of it.
You have to pay the money, sure.
No, but they do a good job. And in Palm Garden of Ocala, I'd love to brag about Palm Garden of Ocala. Let me tell you something. There's nothing more important than the people you love. I don't care. If you have to spend money on something and it's for somebody you love, don't even think about the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Robin is getting tires today. I would rather spend money on tires, right?
Yep.
Than, be sitting here alone. Palm Garden of Ocala is a health and rehabilitation center, but it's more than that. It's a skilled nursing health and rehabilitation center. Those two words do make a difference, and you find out why. Go ask questions. That's the best thing, because if you ask us, we're just going to say, well, they're really nice.
Yeah.
They're really nice. The food is really good.
Mm-hmm.
They have a nice place. Anyway, they know what they're doing there at 2700 Southwest 34th Street.
Yeah,
now, Galen isn't on the phone. I have a topic just for Galen.
I know. I don't see any notes from him at all anywhere.
But he's not on the phone, so in his absence, I do have an article that I wanted to share with him. I guess I'll just do it without him.
Okay.
Because I do find this interesting.
Okay, excellent.
I not only find it interesting, but I can relate to it with some people. Like there's a lady I know named Robin.
Yes.
And I know she's not Canadian, but sometimes she's a little too nice.
Yeah, but I like the Youpers.
What is the Youpers?
Da Youpers.
What is Da Youpers?
They're a band, and they have silly songs, and they just make everybody feel good.
Now, aren't they from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan?
Yeah, but that's close to Canada.
Oh, if you're close to Canada, you are Canadian. I didn't know that. So if you're close to Miami, you are Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Or if you're close to Key West, you are Cuban. Or if you're close to El Paso, you are Mexican.
There you go.
But what are we close to? Horse country.
Yeah.
Well.
And the beach.
There's one thing you don't want to be when you're a radio announcer. It's a little horse. All right, here we go. Canadian drivers are causing accidents because they're too nice. I am not making this up.
Galen would love this.
This is an article. Mm-hmm. And this is what it says. Police in Prince Edward Island are warning their drivers to stop waving cars into opposing traffic because it's the nice thing to do.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
There is something existing north of the border that needs to be addressed. This is an article by a guy named Mac Lamoureux. Mm-hmm. He said the standoff happens when two Canadians encounter some sort of a bottleneck at the same time.
Yes.
For example, let's say there is a door that two nice inhabitants of the Great White North come to at the same time. Mm-hmm. They both stop, they look at each other, and they gesture for their compatriot to go through.
Yes.
No, you go first. No, you go first.
Well, there you go.
No, you go. No, you go. Okay, if it's a door you're talking about, he writes, well, that's one thing. But what if it's a car? Okay, if it's a car, the problem is you might be running into another car that you don't see and they don't see, and you're ushering them through, and there's the problem.
Yeah, you don't trust anybody.
The phenomenon is apparently out of control on the streets of Summerside, PEI.
Uh-huh.
What is Summerside, PEI?
I don't know. That must be in Canada, right?
Galen says he's calling and no one is answering.
Prince Edward Island, I think. PEI.
Oh, okay, Prince Edward Island.
That's my guess.
Is that you, Galen?
That's my guess.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hey, it's not Galen, it's Linda.
Hey, Linda.
You know, I just heard news on the radio. You guys aren't leaving, are you?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No, we just got Huey's dog fixed.
I know. Well, you can call us at home.
Well, yes, you gotta, yes, I'll message you on Facebook. I love you guys.
Well, we love you too.
And whatever you are doing in the future, I hope you have a lot of fun. I know you will.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
All right, let's all go on a cruise. I'm going the 25th. Let's all go.
Say that? You're going?
She's going.
We want to be able to go.
I know.
I'm going on the 25th.
There you go.
A friend of mine wanted playing bingo, so let's go.
Nice.
I'll send you the details on Facebook, okay?
Thank you, Linda. Appreciate that.
All right, guys. I love you all.
Love you too. All right, so Galen said he's trying to call and he's not getting
You
through.
want me to give him the other number?
No, tell him to call this. Linda got through.
All right.
What is it with some people can't get through to this number?
I don't know. And Q got through this morning.
Yeah, the guy who can't get through got through. And now Galen can't get through.
Try calling.
Tell him to do it again.
Okay.
Anyway, so the phenomenon is apparently out of control in the streets of Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Thank you, Robin. Okay. Where there has been a rash of accidents. The accident have been caused by people being too nice. This is according to the police in that city. Apparently, drivers have been yielding their right-of-way to others and unwittingly sending their fellow drivers to Fender Bender Town. It's gotten to the point that the police department had to issue a tweet discouraging drivers from being too nice. Motorists, please don't be the nice person who waves a driver across 2 lanes of traffic, according to a tweet sent by the Summerside police. Although you may have good intentions, this leads to collisions. They even included a nice little diagram of a nice little driver sending a nice little car right into a collision.
Gosh.
Sergeant Jason Blaquier of the police department told the Canadian press that most of these accidents are taking place at busy intersections or parking lots.
Well, this happened to a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. They were stuck on Pine Street, and the cars were facing each other, and they wanted to turn left. And then the other car driver waved them on, and they didn't. They trusted that other driver and got hit on their side, totaled their car. Thank God both driver and passenger was okay. Wow. Galen says it's ringing. So thank God for that, but do not trust anybody but you.
It's ringing. It's not ringing.
Okay, let me give him the other number.
Oh my gosh, let me call him. Because I don't like that other number.
All right, do you want to? He's calling. Okay.
You have to give me his number. I know it starts with these 3 numbers.
Okay. just tell him so he can hang up.
Just show it to me. Just show me his.
Larry, I will. Larry is calling you.
Yeah, so you're going to show me his number.
Yes, I am. There it is. Here it is.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. What's this number?
Right here.
I'm looking.
I can't say it.
I know you can't say it. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. Okay. Hold on. We'll get Galen on the phone eventually. He's got to know about that. I did this whole segment. The whole segment was just for Galen. Yeah. All right. There it goes. How is it possible that somebody can't get through? I don't understand this whole phone system.
Good morning, Galen.
Is that Galen? Hey, Galen, how come you can't get through? I don't understand.
Me either. It just rings. Just rings and rings and rings.
What the heck?
It's a lateral move. You can get through, but now
now you can get through, but you can't.
Move.
Again, it just rang and rang and rang.
Wow.
Wow. We spent 3 hours 2 days ago trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with it. I went to the thing that said blocked calls. There were 4 calls that were blocked. I didn't recognize any of them. Mm-hmm. I unblocked everything because I have no idea who might have been blocked or who even blocked anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Stayed here till 6 o'clock.
Wow. So how you doing? How did your son do yesterday with the driving test?
He failed.
He failed?
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's not that big a deal.
Do you know how come? Do you know what he did wrong?
Oh, yeah.
What did he do?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He turned right on red, where it was posted that you're not allowed to turn right on red. He just didn't see the sign. So you break a traffic violation, and it's a failure.
Oh, my gosh. Did he know right away? Did the guy tell him right away?
No. He said he didn't say a word. So they were back in the parking lot.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
It's all right.
So is he going back today?
That's life. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going back today.
So
Good.
Let me ask you something.
See it. And the guy's like, well, he kept creeping up so he could see. He stopped at the light and crept up. And then he could finally see, and he went. I'm like, okay. And he goes, and it was, there's a sign there. It says no right on red. Like, I guess he didn't see that.
Yeah, that's the problem, yeah.
Oh, that poor
There was
guy.
no Canadian driver waving him on, was there?
No, but I'll tell you what, I passed 12 on the way home. So they're on their way, people. Get ready.
Were you listening by chance? Were you able to listen to what we were talking about?
No, No.
Okay.
I wasn't.
We created a segment just for you, which is why I was disappointed you couldn't get through. But now that you're through, I don't want to read the whole thing again. I don't want to bore the listeners. But there was an article published that the headline says, Canadian drivers are causing accidents because they're too nice.
Right.
And basically what they're saying is that they're waving them on. Go ahead, you go ahead. And then people say, okay. And then, boom, they hit somebody else.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
It's very Canadian, right? Yeah.
It's just being too nice. It's being too nice.
Yeah. I'm not shocked by that at all. I mean, I could have written that article without any empirical evidence.
But
I can't talk today, my allergies. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But here's the.
I was at a four-way stop yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? I was obviously 30 seconds later than this person. And I'm waiting. And she waves me, and I'm like, oh, gosh.
Waves you.
So I went. The person behind me also went. And there were 3 cars behind this lady. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
See, that's not safe.
No, that's not safe. That's not safe. But here's my question. I don't want to read the whole article and because it'd be too boring to have the same thing. But just to tell you, it sounds like what is normal in Canada is not normal here, and that's why being nice doesn't work here. Apparently up there, people expect other people to be nice, so they'll say, oh my gosh, that guy is waving this woman through, so I better slow down.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they expect it.
I mean, we know things aren't the same. Their bacon is wrong.
That's funny. The bacon is wrong. So I do have some of the other things. If you're going to Canada, because the same thing is going to happen in reverse. You're going to have a problem. You okay? What was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sighing because everything's, a little dumber in Canada.
Right. So they might be complaining about American drivers or U.S. drivers, whatever they call us, because same thing. We're not so you have to be nice when you go there. Just don't be so nice when you're here.
I'm okay with that. That's their laws, right? Or their culture. I'm allowed. I'm okay with bending to the culture of the country I'm in, to a certain extent. But yeah, I mean they're Canadians. You expect them to be nice.
All right. So here's some of the weird things you're going to need to know. Tell your son this: that in Montreal, it is illegal to make a right on red unless there's a sign that says right on red is not illegal. So they do like a double negative on you.
There you go.
I know. Instead of saying right on red,
Canadians.
right on red, okay, it says, but it's in French, of course.
Yes.
Right on red, not illegal. Whatever that would be in French.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you say right on red, okay? Okay. Another thing you're going to need to know if you're driving in Canada.
Well, if you're in Canada, you're probably going to call somebody and make sure that it's okay. Right? You don't want to offend anybody. No. Can I turn this right? Somebody's going to have to wave them through.
All right. In America, you could probably name all the types of road signs we have in America. In Canada, there are more than 2,000 of them.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
2,000.
I mean, there's probably 7 just for moose.
You're so right. Yeah, a lot of them are pictograms. So you have caribou crossings, loose rock warnings, agritourism warnings.
Wait. Agritourism?
Agritourism warnings. Yes.
What does that mean? They're going by to watch the crops grow? They're literally watching grass grow in Canada?
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I wondered the same thing. So you go to Canada and you're an agri-tourist, which means you might be walking where there are cars. And so cars have to be aware that there might be an agri-tourist.
Wouldn't that be like a trail walker?
You would think. But if
they got that. But, yeah.
Yeah, you would think. But if the trail crosses the road, the drivers have to know. Oh, there might be people crossing here.
But that would just be a hiker. That wouldn't be agrotourism. That's literally watching grass grow.
Maybe they forgot the N and meant it like angry or something.
No, not angry. Agricultural
There's
tourism.
nobody angry in Canada.
All right. Here's another thing. If you go to Canada, make sure you have a shovel in the trunk and a pair of sunglasses.
Sure, that makes sense.
Because you never know when you need to dig yourself out. Mm-hmm. And if the snow is blinding, you need the sunglasses. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Makes sense.
Can't turn right on red.
Right, because you're in Canada. And that's why they come to Florida. Right, got it.
In Canada, they use beet juice to de-ice the roads, not salt.
Really?
Yeah.
Smart. Better for cars.
Mm-hmm. And everything turns red.
Well, and that encourages people to go watch the beets grow. I mean, it all makes sense.
I'm not making it up.
All makes sense.
They de-ice the roads with beet juice. It reduces the need for salt by 50%. It's biodegradable, has minimal impact on the environment. Plus, if you get it on your jeans, it makes nice little patterns.
Yeah, it'll never come off. Never,
That's
ever.
pretty funny. I mean, that makes sense. I'd much rather have that on my car than ice. Ice just destroys your car.
If I have a red car, maybe. All right, and finally, here's another one. You cannot gallop on a horse on a highway in Canada. It is illegal.
Right.
Oh.
But you can
Sure.
you can trot. Mm-hmm. You can trot.
Right.
The only thing is, if you're going to trot with your horse on a highway, make sure it has a bell on both sides of the saddle.
Oh.
Correct. Both sides. Both sides.
Correct. Imagine that driving
Galen
test.
knows. He knows he's Canadian.
Imagine that driving test.
Yeah.
You don't have bells on both sides of your saddle.
Sir, you failed. Why? Where's your other bell? Oh, must have fallen off on the way here.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably 300 miles in some places to the nearest driver's license test office.
My gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't know what PEI was before, by the way. In the article, Robin told me it was Prince Edward Island.
That's my guess.
No, you're right. You're probably right. That makes sense.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we are at the bottom. We already kind of gave a pitch for donating blood. Just tell us, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Good. Hey, today we're at Sun RV Park, so come by the Blood Center right there on the boulevard. It's at right across the street from Chase Bank and the Cascades, and call us at 622 and make a donation today, please.
What was the number again? 622 what?
3622, right?
Oh,
no, that's your number. 9622. See, I'm all on today.
All right, Galen, thank you. We'll talk to you
I
tomorrow.
dialed it like 100 times. All right.
Maybe that's why you couldn't get through. All right.
Well, good luck to your son today. He'll do fine.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
That's the best.
We'll be right
Bye
back.
all.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your one-minute news brief. Senator Marco Rubio urged the Trump administration yesterday to stay the course in Venezuela and reject the temptation to engage directly with Nicolas Maduro as the embattled socialist rides out growing international condemnation and punishing U.S. sanctions. Two South Florida middle school students are accused of bringing an unloaded handgun and a BB gun to campus on the first day back from winter break. A 26-year-old Palm Beach woman was sentenced yesterday to 40 years in prison for a fatal shooting at a mobile home park. A new sinkhole has formed in the Villages along a large retention pond in the village of Alhambra. A Florida man fatally shot his family's pet pit bull after it attacked his teenage stepson in Vero Beach. And Disney World is giving out another free magnet to pass holders. The artful Mickey Mouse magnet will be available during the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, which runs January 17th through February 24th. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Today will be mostly sunny, high 64 to 70, partly cloudy for tonight, low 42 to 60. Breezy day tomorrow, periods of clouds and sunshine, high 73 to 76. Then a warm night tomorrow night with patchy clouds, low around 65. Breezy morning Friday, warm with clouds and sun with a high approaching 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Don't miss an Afternoon with Mitch album. New York Times best-selling author. Join Mitch January 14th at 2 p.m. in the Klein Conference Center on the College of Central Florida campus. Hear him speak in person and receive his new book, Finding Chica, a story about a little girl, an earthquake, and the making of a family. Tickets are only $35 and include a copy of his book, along with the opportunity to have it signed by Mitch. All proceeds benefit Hospice of Marion County. Buy your tickets online at hospiceofmarioncounty.com. Call Cindy Moody, 352-291-5143 for more information.
With a graduate degree in management and leadership from Webster University, there'll never be a better time for you to explore what's next in your career. Classes are scheduled so you can continue your normal workday routine, and the accelerated program means a new term starts about every 10 weeks. If you're looking to gain a broad general management and leadership perspective, then Webster